Good evening. Good evening. Can't really see me. There I go. Good evening. I hope you guys can hear me, can see me, you're part of me. We are about to start in 3 minutes. Welcome to Thursday Live Power Breakthrough. Please lower the volume so the background is the ambient sound. Okay, good. Oh, here we go. Excited about this evening? Please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I know last time we had audio issues. Didn't want that happening again today. I double checked and it looks like my mic is going up. I will. Hi Bailey, so the mic is off. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear. Is it still choppy? Like, do you hear it choppy on your end? Thanks for the compliment, by the way. Oh, it's lower. I wonder if I can let me check here. Or let's move over Snoopy Snoop. Because I think when I put my mic down, he's too high. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I turned it off just so I could try my volume higher. So give me 1 second. I hope that helps. Let's see. Audio. Hello. Oh, it is a little low. So let me see if I can put this on. Hello. Okay, it looks like it's higher. Ah, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. It's 6:05. I want to start on time this time. So, welcome back to Thursday Live Reading Hour. Hopefully, you could hear me better than the last time. This is the Book of the Month edition. So, as always, I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. And as you know, we've been walking through our current Book of the Month, Who is Wellness For by Fariha Roizen. And this book has been peeling back layers on what wellness really means, who it's made for, and who gets left out. So I like that part. And tonight we're focusing on chapters 7, 8, and 9. We've been doing 3 chapters every Thursday lives. So what we'll do, the format is we'll do a 25-minute sprint, start off with a little bit of a chapter kind of excerpt, something to share with you guys and munch on. And then you guys do reading, your own reading goals, accomplishments for tonight, without my interference. I might chat a little bit. I can't help myself. But read any book. This is about you and your reading goals, a space for us to be connected and reading at the same time. It doesn't have to be our book of the month. It could be any book you desire. So, and I'm reading another book on top of this one. So, there you have it. So, real quickly, chapter 7, 8, and 9 focuses on how wellness practices get co-opted and stripped from their roots. Also, what it feels like to live with a body that doesn't always cooperate. I know about this life. And what radical self-care actually looks like when the world doesn't always feel gentle on fair. So if you're here live, say hi in the chat. Let me know if you've been watching from, and maybe share one word of how you are arriving tonight. Are you arriving tired, hopeful, curious, numb, just going through the motions? Whatever it is you're coming as, we accept it here. It's all good. So, welcome. And let's start off with chapter 7 real quick, titled On White People Co-opting Yoga. Interesting title. So, in this chapter, Faria talks about yoga not as a cute aesthetic or as a workout trend, but as a sacred practice that comes from South Asia culture. She digs into what it feels like to watch a spiritual tradition from your community get it turned into a podcast, a brand, a look, often without acknowledgement, respect, or real understanding of it. So she asks us in her own way, if a wellness practice uses your culture but does not include you, who is the wellness really for? And I want you to sit with with that for a second, because this happens all the time in other cultures, in other communities such as Black, Brown, Indigenous, or from a culture with deep spiritual practice. There's this painful pattern, the things we were teased or shamed of for growing up, the foods, the rituals. I know I've eaten exotic foods that no one would ever understand, and the ways we pray and the way we move our bodies suddenly becomes trendy or luxury wellness. Once was someone else decides, oh, it's marketable, let's make it trendy. So I want to pause and ask you, have you ever seen a practice from your own culture, from your own traditions, that get turned into a trend in a way that felt shallow or disconnected? And how did that make you feel? Proud, angry, numb, or conflicted? Drop that in the chat. If you are live or just reflecting, or if you're watching the replay, let me know. Share that, because that's important that we understand that this is not something that is in silo, it's happening. And also, this chapter is a reminder that wellness is not neutral. There's history, there's colonization, there's capitalism, and identity all wrapped up into it. So if we don't name that, we accidentally keep repeating the same harm. Something to munch on. So happy reading. I'll start I think it already started. Look, it's up here. Go ahead and make sure that's visible for everybody. But yeah, good chapter 7. I recommend the book. Happy reading, everyone. Okay. And I hope you could hear that. Yeah, you could hear me. Thank you, Bailey, for giving me that sounding. Thank you. Confirmation I've been looking for. I was worried because I checked all settings, trust me, before getting on here. So I went on a tangent about the book of the month. I hope you enjoy that. Happy reading. And I'm going to put some other soft music in the background. Let's see. What can we put that's not too loud? Oh, I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea. Let's see. That's like cafe. That's too loud. I like more like that lofty type of music. I think what I'll do is let me minimize this real quick. Don't look sees. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna put on the lofty stuff because I can't help myself. Excuse me. Okay. Let's try this one. And not too loud. It's supposed to be ambiance music. All right, let's go ahead. Hopefully that's not too loud. I made that big again, and the time is ticking away, guys. I'm gonna see if I could make that permanent. Which there we go. This way, you guys could see how much time we're working with. And I am letting you know I am finishing up the 12-week year, my favorite. I think I'm always gonna come back to this book. This is so much goodies in here. And yes, we have this at MaxUverse.com. Come check it out. It is so good. I can't help myself. So I'm reading this now, plus the book of the month. I'm just chewing away at it. So, do you like this new setup, Bailey, with the background and the clock and everything? I just felt like I could be able to broadcast to both our YouTube and our Facebook pages without having to deal with multiple devices. I hope that's working and that the messages and the tickers and the stuff like that is helping. Soon I'll be able to customize this where it's more MaxUverse kind of logo. I have my logo here and here, but we don't have to have it like sponsored by any other company or anything like that. Added to the scene. Hello. Okay, let's try that again. Somehow I disappeared. I'm gonna add it. Mm. Here we go. And hopefully you guys can see me now. Gosh, that's just too tiny. There we go. There. Hopefully that does it. Let me refresh to see if I could see myself. Yay! I see it. Okay, we're good. How's your guys' week? I promise not to talk, but I can't help myself. Curious minds. Hopefully, it's Friday, guys. Well, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. So while that's working, I am going to quickly go back here. Oh, okay. Here we go. Mhm. I am posting to the community page, the community group, the MaxUverse circle. Here we go. Hmm. Go back. No, it didn't post. I don't know where it went. Oh, yes, I did. It's here. We're good. We are so good. Copy. And I'll share with you guys what I'm about to share in a minute. Perfect. So, I just posted it inside the community, the Maxiverse Circle community, regarding the blog post I made earlier today, and I could even show you that real quickly, not to disrupt your reading. But I made a earlier blog post regarding reflect, realign, and just as a reset to check on yourself, check on where you are in the current year, just tips on, how do you feel your year is ending, not in a harsh way, in a very nice and subtle way, and just check-in points, like what did you are you proud of this year? What did I outgrow? Where did I get stuck? So I recommend going through that checklist, guys, just for you, no one else, as you gauge where you are in your personal growth, career, or even in your joy and connection goals, and go through it. That way, it gives you something to work with for the new year. I'm not a huge fan of saying Hey, what are your goals for the new year? I have goals ongoing and I reassess every quarter. So I'm more of a quarter planner than a yearly planner because it gives me a tighter window to get certain things on. So I recommend this read. And yeah, so that's what I just posted about in the MaxUverse inner circle. And if you want to join, shoot us a message. Just go ahead or find us on MaxUverse Circle on Facebook. Let me go back to the program. Back to the program. Perfect. Go back to our stream. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Good. And anyone who's joining us that's now part of our weekly rhythms, welcome to our live Thursday reading hour special book of the month edition or review. We are currently going over a few of the excerpts from our book of the month called Who is Wellness For by Fariha Roizen. And an excellent pick, by the way, especially towards the end of the year. And chewing on it. We just did an excerpt on chapter 7. We're going to jump into 8 here in a few minutes. But thanks for joining us. And this is a space where we connect as a community to accomplish our reading goals. I try not to talk a lot, but I can't help myself because I'm a chatterbox. But yes, feel free to, if the music is too loud, whatever it is, I like to read because I have ADHD. I need to read with a little background music. Otherwise, my brain starts like, la 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 la, la, and I don't get any reading done. Just full disclosure there. I need some music in the background. But just now I was showing some of the blog posts that I posted on maxuverse.com if you want to check it out. Just amazing tips on resetting and getting yourself prepared for the new year. That's all that was. And my light. Hi, Bailey told you I said hello. Send them my love. Yeah. You probably heard me chatting away. So yeah, Bailey, you hit it right on the nail. 3 is what I rotate with. So right now is this one. Of course, the book of the month, the 12-week year, I obsess over, and then and then the third one's over here. It's called publish. Let me show you. Published, and as you know, makes sense as I'm working through my own manuscript. So this one is called Published by Chandler Bolt, The Proven Path from Blank Page to 10,000 Copies Sold. I'm being a good student. So highly recommended if authorship is in your future or you're currently working towards writing your book. So excellent read. 3, and then of course I have the a fourth, but this one, what I do, Bailey, is that I don't really count it because I read literally a little bit at a time. Yes, they have a different purpose and they're all in alignment with self-development. I agree with you. And so it doesn't take me totally off course, but I've been doing a lot of research on reading and I also I'm learning that if you add a fiction book or storytelling book in your reading agenda or your shelf, it helps with creativity and it helps you have higher emotional intelligence because you're literally putting yourself in that person's shoes. As you read their story or their fable or what's going on with them, you're putting yourself there and that helps with intelligence. So I might just add in a little. Yes, it's like drinking tea, water, and juice at the same time. I agree. Let's see. Somehow I'm getting food. Okay. It's break time, so let me go ahead and plug in. Guys, take your break. If you need the break, please take it. And I'm going to plug in my power core. Make sure we don't die here in the middle of the live. But the power of the subconscious, real quick, Bailey, I read it in between. So, yes, I'm rotating three, but it is really four. But because I read so little, I don't want to breeze through this because I want to be able to retain everything. So even per paragraph, I'm pausing, I'm reflecting. Sometimes I journal. So I like incorporating this one, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murray, in between. So technically, yes, four, but I can't help it. All right, we are on break, so let's go over real quickly chapter 8 of the or book of the month pick, Who is Wellness For by Fariha Roizen. So let me pull up the notes I made for chapter 8. I love chapter 8. Let's see. Here we go. Now, chapter 8 is a little different because she walks differently. She talks specifically during her struggles and she talks about IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. And honestly, the chapter is about chronic illness and the body. So, as you know, dealing with all that too, so I could relate. So, she shares what it's like to live in a body that feels unpredictable. This one definitely gravitated towards me. So, a body that holds stress and trauma, or a body that doesn't always obey your plans, right? Doesn't feel like it's cooperating. And I know some of you feel this one in your bones because you could probably relate, like the unexpected, how your body responds. It could be even as simple as a backache. All of a sudden, you're like, I tweaked something. So it could kind of get you out of alignment. So what she's telling us in this chapter is that wellness culture often tells us that drink more water or just do more yoga or just manifest health and that should do it. But what happens is when you're doing the things and your body still hurts or still flares or it still feels like it's carrying too much, the chapter is such an important reminder that the body is not the enemy. Is your body is not a project that failed. Is your body is not a PR problem for your personality. Sometimes your body is just tired, injured, or overwhelmed. It's as simple as that. So sometimes it's speaking a truth that your mind has been trying to ignore. So I want to ask you gently, of course, have you ever felt like your body was a problem you had to fix instead of a partner you could listen to? So think on that. And what messages did you grow up with about what a healthy body is supposed to look like or even feel like? Because I know I received mixed messages when you're being called skinny all your life and then suddenly they're like, you're not skinny anymore. There's that big one. And how do these messages show up in how you treat yourself? Like, how is that playing out in your head today? If you live with chronic pain or chronic fatigue or autoimmune stuff, hormonal things, anything ongoing, I just want to say this clearly that you're not broken and you're not less worthy of care, love, success, or rest. And your wellness might look different and very different from the Instagram version of what it's supposed to be, and that's okay. So, great chapter. I recommend it because she gets into the nuts and bolts of, how are we showing up for ourselves when it comes to health? What are we saying to ourselves without the about the ideal health? And are we looking at it as a negative thing versus partnering with ourselves to acknowledge that there's an issue? So tons to chew on. I gave you a lot. Think on it. Yes, Bailey. It's such a good book, Bailey. And the way she explains the how we view our bodies and health it's such a way that she makes it relatable. She talks about her experiences. She talks about the trauma she went through. I mean, it's tough. It's a very tough subject, but oh my God, it's so good. So kudos to her. That is why it was recommended, and we are highlighting as our November book of the month. So, by the way, guys, today is our last day for promoting our November book of the month. It will still be available at MaxUverse.com, but starting next week, we will be identifying a new book of the month for December, which is exciting because this, aligns with the Christmas holiday. So we look forward to that. We started a new 25-minute sprint. Happy reading, everyone. And once this 25 minutes is done, we'll jump right into the last and final chapter with a good summary or a good closing for you guys to think on and reflect upon as well. Good stuff. And Bailey, I have to remind myself there is a message update for you on something I was thinking about. I was like, let me share with Bailey. So I'll send you a message afterwards. Duh. Man, that was a quick chapter. So good. Every time reading makes me thirsty. Make sure I don't block anything. Nice. Such a good chapter. Okay, that was really good. He's back. And just like that, let me go ahead and share our final chapter excerpt from our book of the month, Who is Wellness For? By Fariha Roizen. So let's take a look at my chapter 9, excuse me, notes. In chapter 9, where Fariha begins talking about radical self care. This is where we step away from the candle and the face mask version of self care. Those are good too, but let's step away from that for a moment and into something deeper, more honest, and more necessary. So, radical self care asks, what do I actually need to feel human and held in my own life? How do I care for myself in a world that is not always caring towards me? And how do I protect my energy, my body, my mind, and my spirit, not as luxury, but as a survival and dignity? So, radical self care is saying no when your body is screaming no, even if people don't understand. So, honor that. And choosing rest before your body forces it on you. And that's happened to me when I was sick, still working and tugging away. And my body's like, no, 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 this is a bad one. You need to rest. And then setting boundaries with people, jobs, or spaces that keep you in constant harm. So set your boundaries, set your time out. Hello, time out. Claiming joy is the other one, and pleasure, even when the world tells you you haven't earned it yet. So claim it, even though you haven't earned it yet. And self care is not just the bubble baths and spa days. Those are great too. I just had one. Sometimes self care is paperwork. Sometimes self care is blocking a number. Sometimes self care is finally making that doctor's appointment. And sometimes self care is turning the phone off and just going to bed. So I love for you to reflect on this in real time. If you removed guilt, shame, and comparison, what would self care actually look like for you right now in this season of your life? And what is one thing your body, mind, and spirit has been asking you for that you keep postponing? So let's think about that. And you could write in this chat right now, self care for me looks like blank. What fill in the blank? What does self care for you looks like right now? And it might be more silence, more walks. That's the one that I'm looking for. Better food, just more water, therapy, maybe, community, or even doing less. So, whatever it is, honoring that truth is radical in a world that profits from your exhaustion and confusion. So, tons to think on, tons to reflect on. Share your comments in the chat. So, tonight, through chapter 7, 8, and 9, we looked at the following: culture and co opting, when wellness uses your traditions but excludes our communities. Chronic illness and the body, chapter 8, when wellness sells an image that doesn't match our lived reality. And then chapter 9, radical self care, when wellness becomes an act of reclamation, not a product. So, my hope is that this week's reading helps you feel a little less alone in your body, a little more seen in your experience, and a little more empowered to define wellness in your own terms, because wellness is not just for the people with perfect schedules, perfect health, or perfect past. Wellness is for people like you and me working, healing, and trying again. So it's never too late to redefine what care looks like for you. And it's never too late to listen to your body. It's never too late to say, you know what? I deserve to feel well in a way that actually honors who I am. Thank you for reading and reflecting with me tonight. This has been amazing. And if you're reading along with the book of the month, I'd love to hear your takeaways from these chapters. You can drop it in the comments or send me a message, or your own book that's helping you gently guide you and reflect upon some positive messages or some learnings that you could take with you. So until next time, take a quiet step towards caring for yourself and a little more gently. Take care, everyone. I will see you Sunday. And don't forget, we have our Monday co working space now at noon CST. So find us at Facebook. We have those events lined up there so you guys could join us. Again, we are all over the socials at MaxUverse. And come check out our podcast, guys. A lot more learning there on YouTube. So, this is a space for anyone who ever felt unseen, unheard, maybe just trying to get off and do their own thing, their businesses, your creative spaces, whatever it is, we're here to support you through it. You're not alone. This is why I do these lives. You're not alone for your reading, you're not alone for your Sunday resets, and you're not alone for co-working. So until next time, have a good night. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, guys.